All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the video. And today we're going to be taking a second look at Belcam's Geo Blue. And I want to start by saying I was wrong. So in a previous video and a short, I believe I said this fragrance was gone in 60 seconds. And I've taken it for a second spin and I feel like I was completely wrong. So there was a week where I was in a hurry and I just grabbed this as a dumb reach. And I wore it 2 days in a row to start the week off. And on each day, I got compliments in the 4th to 5th hour of wearing it. And I had not reapplied. And so that made me want to utilize this fragrance even more. And let me tell you, it is a really, really good smelling fragrance. And it lasts like 4 to 5 hours or more. So obviously this is a blue fragrance. It's a fresh fragrance. And I want to start by saying, giving some context to this. So I'm not going to compare this as much to Profundo. I've only smelled Profundo a couple times in stores. And Profundo, for like a 2.5 ounce bottle, which is like 75 milliliters, it is over $100. I think it's like retail $128. You can find it for $100. And this is $8 to $10. I think you can find this for $8 on Walmart, in Walmart, on Walmart.com, and then you can also find this for $8 on Amazon. And it could go up in the future, but when you're looking at that kind of price gap, 100 milliliter bottle, and you're talking about a tenth of the price, you really don't want to compare directly. This is not going to be a replacement for Profundo, but if it performs like marginally well and smells good, you might as well get this. And I'm going to go ahead and say this is the second best fragrance you can buy for under $10 or for at $10. The only other one is going to be Geo, the original, which has been out for over 10 years. And that one, I would say that one's better just because it's a more well-known DNA and it's also a better all-around fragrance. I will dive in a little bit deeper into this one. So on Belcam's website, it says that this is a fresh aquatic fragrance. So it's a refreshing citrus woody scent with fresh aquatic and crisp citrus notes, followed by hints of rosewood and a base of cedar wood, amber, and musk. A long-lasting fragrance formulated with premium quality oils. And I'm just going to say this. This is a fresh fragrance, but it doesn't smell cheap. So that's one of the reasons why I said it's like the second best fragrance at or under $10, because a lot of times when you go to Marshalls and rack stores or even convenience stores and you find fragrances that are under $10, they're just trash. They're basic linear scents, and this one has some complexity to it. So, and this has a bit of sophistication to where if you're spraying this, it's not going to project like Profundo. It does smell Profundo-like. It's not a great clone, but it definitely punches above its price. And I mean, you can definitely smell aquatic notes in here. It definitely smells citrusy. The citrus and the wood definitely stand out to me. The amber and the musk, it just blends well together. I would honestly take this as a standalone fragrance. And I would say this is just as good as any $30, $40, $50 fragrance. The only difference between this and a $40 and $50 fragrance is you have to overspray. A lot of times when you buy cheaper fragrances that are not clones, they just smell very basic or they just don't smell good or well blended at all. So when somebody's cloning something, they're, doing an interpretation on something that works. So this fragrance works. It's not a question mark. It's just a question of how long does it last? How well does it project? And does it smell good on my body chemistry? And it checks all the boxes. I mean, I would say you could wear this definitely on a date night. You could wear this to a coffee shop. Because it's so cheap, you could wear it as a gym scent. If you just wanted to have one fragrance, I would definitely go with the Geo over this. But if you find this, suits your fancy more, then I would do this one as my main scent and just rock with it. You're not going to smell cheap. Just overspray. Spray your clothes, spray your skin. Don't spray directly on your clothes because the oil can stain, but spray up, let it fall on you, spray, at least a good 1.5 feet away, and you'll be fine. This will last 4 to 5 hours, if not more. Everybody's chemistry is different, but I feel like this would be inoffensive on everybody. And then when you get sweaty and hot, this won't go sour on you. So you can definitely wear this in the summer. You can wear it in high heat. I highly, highly recommend this. I mean, for the price, this is an 8 or 9 out of 10. The only reason I would say it's not a 10 is because you have to overspray, but when you're going under $40 or $50, you're gonna have to do that. All right, and this is the last point I'm going to make about this fragrance, and probably the most important. Why spend the money if you don't have to? Like, Acqua di Gio Profundo does not smell 10 times, 5 times, 3 times better than this fragrance. Now, it may project 3 or 4 times better. It may last, 12 hours instead of 4 or 5. I get it, if you were buying a gold chain, your neck's going to turn green. It's not going to last a lifetime. That's a completely different thing. It's not. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I want to thank you all for watching at this time and say you get the gist of what I'm saying. Don't go spend the money if you don't need to. I totally understand wanting the real thing. If that's you, go do you. I have an Apple Watch Ultra. I would never buy a $50 fake, no matter how many YouTube shorts say it's super close to the real thing. For me, there's no substitute. Gotta have it. So regardless, I will catch you in the next video. Thank you again for watching. All right, cap. Sometimes there are situations where I want the real thing, and many times I'm on the fence about those things. I completely get when you have the Belcam bottle and you go somewhere, you're on a trip or you're traveling somewhere, or somebody comes by and they see the Belcam on the counter. It hits a little bit different versus having the actual Armani Acqua di Gio Profundo on the counter. So again, you do you, no shade. Maybe have that and maybe have this in reserve that you use a lot more. So anyway, thanks for watching.